Hello everybody, this is Stephen with the PH, and I wanted to go over the currency here for Vietnam. Now, Vietnam's currency is called Dong, and if you notice, it has the same man's face on every single one of these bills, which is Mr. Ho Chi Minh. Mr. Ho Chi Minh was the leader of the Communist Party Vietnam during the Vietnam War, if you're familiar with that. I'll talk about that in another time, but now I'm just going over the currency. The largest note I've seen so far is 500,000. That's around $21 and some change. 200,000, that's around $8 and some change. And then there's 100,000, and then 20. There is a 10,000 one as well. I don't have it. There is 5. There is a 2,000 and a 1,000. Now, to equal a US dollar, this is what you would need. You would need around, I mean, there is some intervals in the end, but it's about 23,000 for 1 US dollar. So this is what 1 US dollar would equal in Vietnamese dong. Now, one thing I want to mention is that when you do go out, you're going to come across some street vendors. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull out this wad of cash. And what they're going to do is they're going to see the biggest bill. They're going to pull out the biggest bill and they're going to say thank you. Even though they told you like, hey, it's only going to be 50,000. But they'll pull out the biggest bill out of the pile and they'll just put it in their pocket and say thank you. Because you'll ask them how much. And they'll be like 50,000. And you pull out the wad of cash and they kind of look through your cash and they're just like, oh, look, oh yeah. And then yesterday, the hawker lady that kind of ripped me off did that. She pulled out this and put it in her and put it in the pile of her cash. And I was like, you told me it was, I mean, that's too expensive. So I took it back from her and I gave her one of these, which is 200,000, thinking that she was going to give me change, but she just put it in her pocket and said, thank you, and walked away. I didn't really want to make a scene, so I just kind of let her go with it. I mean, it's about $8. I mean, it's not much to me, but it's probably the world to her. Today, I encountered another woman who was trying to sell me these postcards. They're just postcards of just like pictures of people in Vietnam, stuff like that, you know, scenes and stuff. And she told me it was going to be 1 US dollar, around 30,000, about 30,000 dong. Now, I was reaching in my pocket to grab the money because I knew as soon as I pulled out the money, she was going to grab the biggest bill and take it. So eventually I came out with 100,000 dong, and then I said, can I have my change? And she says, no, this is for me. This is for my family. I immediately grabbed it and just handed it. I was like, give me back my money. I want my money now. And she's like, okay, I'll give you your change. So she gave me a 50,000, which I've already spent, plus a few of the 10,000s. I have them here. Okay, I'm not sure where they're at though, but I do have I thought I had a 10,000. And she gave me a few 10,000s. I did kind of spend them. So I was able to get change from her. But what they do is they see the biggest bill in your stack of cash, and then they'll just pull that out and say thank you. So just be aware of that. What I have discovered is that when you have your wad of cash, what you want to do is you want to separate all your big bills from your small bills. I would probably put like one of those in there, one there, this one, and I already have one of those in there, so I'll separate that with the big cash. It's all the same. Let's see here. So you'll have two piles. You'll have one pocket that's full of your big notes, and then you'll have one pocket that's full of just your little notes, like so. So when these street vendors come up to you trying to sell these things to you, and you kind of feel bad for them and you want to buy them, they don't automatically see that you have a big wad of cash and pull out the biggest amount, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to keep that. So what I would recommend doing is separating your cash, and so whenever you are negotiating with them, they don't see this, they see this. Now, if you're just going out to take pictures and you're not planning on spending any money or anything like that, I mean, just take a small amount, like maybe something like this, you know, just very little. This is about $1. This can actually get you like 2 bottles of water here in Vietnam. But I would really recommend separating the larger bills from the smaller bills so that these hawkers and street vendors don't take your money and then you don't want to make a scene or anything like that. Thank you once again for watching. I really don't know what I'm going to do with these postcards. Most likely they will go into my bag. Now, if you would like me to send you one, just put a comment below with your address, and I will try to send one out to you as soon as I can. Thank you. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and all.